kick us off?
Oh, hey guys, I'm Roshan.
I'm Shrivon,
I'm Brenda.
and welcome back. The long-awaited episode one. As we promised last time on Three Meal Spiel, we were gonna do a breakfast episode, but not just any breakfast. Three different varieties of my favorite breakfast item, pancakes. We have pumpkin spice pancakes, Japanese fluffy pancakes, and the food is off, so it's right here, and Indian savory pancakes coming up. But one of you kick us off uh, with your dish.
All right, I will take the stand. To start, I do not know how to make pancakes, right? So just keep that in mind. But my pancakes are Japanese cinnamon pancakes,
Okay.
fluffy pancakes. All right, remember that. Remember that for later. And they are interesting. Should we go like talk about challenges, or do you want to talk about more of
Tell us about your process.
the
When you
process?
when you started, even the research, because you did have to do a little bit of
Oh yeah,
googling around, right?
yeah. So a little bit of googling. I saw the first recipe and I took the first recipe, and that's how
I
we go.
sent it in the group chat. I was like, maybe try this one. He's like, I'm gonna run with that one.
Yeah. So like, I didn't know how to make anything here, and apparently folding. I found out today what folding is, and whisking eggs takes a long time.
Yeah.
Sad face. Takes a very long time. So the main like process of how I was going about this is just throw myself in, just go right into it, and have the pancakes be the best pancakes ever. And I'll let Srivan judge that. Um, I have not tried it.
I'm a fair judge, and they look good, so
I have not tried it though.
The presentation off the charts.
amazing. But Vrinda, you were the research team behind the recipe for the Japanese pancake. Tell us, how did you even hear about them?
Well, I just saw the pancakes online. They looked fun, and I was like, it'll be a good twist to our like normal basic pancake recipe. So
And when you sent it over to our boy here, what was the motivation behind that?
I'm not gonna lie, I just looked it up on Tasty, which is like this app that has like
Yeah.
quick recipes or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm just trying to explain what it is. So I just looked it up, I sent it to him, and that was it.
Yeah, and this recipe was for 4 pancakes, but I swear I had a bowl that was so big and everything was overfilling pretty much. So, yeah,
Yeah.
4 pancakes. It's probably like 20 pancakes with how much batter I made. I still have some in my fridge.
And should we talk about your first attempt?
Oh, yeah.
He made a whole cake in a pan.
It would have
Yeah.
been really good if I used oil or something, because it stuck to the pan, right? It stuck straight to the bottom. You see all the brown, like burnt part of it at the bottom. If I just flipped it, maybe it would have foamed up
Yeah.
and looked amazing, but
Yeah.
it was an attempt. The first attempt is always the worst.
And you mentioned the whisking. That
Yeah.
was for the egg whites that you had to fold in.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Whisking, I swear, we have a time lapse of me whisking. And we were on live on Instagram. If you don't follow us, you should follow us.
Absolutely.
But I
Plug.
was just whisking, walking around my place, just whisking the whole time. Cause
He even came upstairs to the studio
yeah,
room.
I was setting up the camera here, just whisking. Like, there was a lot of whisking. I think the whole process of me, like, preparing was just whisking. Brenda was done with her stuff. Srivan finished. He just needed the, like, kitchen. And I was there just whisking.
But it was a labor of love.
Yep.
And I
And they
see
came
it.
out amazing. So
Absolutely. But tell us, okay, now some of the challenges,
Yeah,
the bigger ones.
there's a lot. There's a lot of challenges. To start, it would be the whisking,
Okay.
because that took way too long, and I didn't even know how to fold. So those are both like combinations of it, right? Second is I've never made any pancakes. I did attempt cookies once in like I don't know, like elementary school, and
Okay. So
they
did
turned
some of
out
that
as
experience
pancakes.
Carry over.
Yeah, it did not like the bad experience carried over.
Okay.
Like I made flat cookies
Yeah.
that turned out to be pancakes, and this time I made flat pancakes that were supposed to be fluffy. So it connects. That was like a really big challenge, but I think the biggest challenge was like figuring out how to even like get how to know when the pancake is done.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I know you have to tell if it's brown, but like if you have fluffy pancakes, it's supposed to rise, and that's how you know. But that was
I
a
think-
huge challenge.
I think there was a lot of science that went into
Yeah.
this because, I mean, I feel like Rashawn learned a lot in terms of like flipping the pancake, and then we talked about like putting a lid on the pan with the steam to cook the pancake. Like there was a lot of things that I feel like little tips and tricks that came out of it that we learned.
Yeah. And have you ever attempted the fluffy pancakes yourself?
No, I haven't, but I
Oh.
want to one day.
So you threw me under the bus.
Well, okay. So, what was some of the challenges and inspirations behind yours?
Yeah, so to quickly introduce, mine is an Indian savory pancake. We call it pura. Also commonly known as uttapam, but uttapam uses like a different type of batter. But I use a semolina, which is like called suji in Hindi. But anyways, and then it just has like a bunch of like veggies, like whatever you want to put in there. But I just put tomatoes, onions, and cilantro and chili. But I would say this was like a common like thing that I ate growing up. Um, my mom would make it whenever I wanted like a healthy but savory breakfast. And the challenge I faced was it getting breaking into pieces, and I realized later because one of them came out like perfect, but the other two were kept breaking, and I realized it was because I had like too many veggies and not enough batter. And then it was like sticking to the pan, so just like little things like that. But the last one came out good, so I think that's what counts.
And sometimes, if it's too liquidy too, it can
Yeah.
start breaking apart, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and out of all of your favorite Indian breakfasts, where does this rank?
It's pretty high up there. I would say like I don't eat a lot of Indian breakfast. I just realized, so
Yeah.
probably like number one.
Number one.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a tall order.
Yeah.
But have you ever had these?
No, I have
The
not.
Indian pancakes?
No.
Yeah. What is the closest dish when you were growing up that you ate that you would say is to that?
There's a thing in Nepal that's sort of similar. Well,
Yeah.
so I actually did not watch you cook it at all. Are there potatoes in there?
No.
Okay, so like in Nepal, the opposite. It's like the same thing except instead of batter, it's potatoes.
Ooh,
Oh.
that sounds good.
Okay, like a pierogi almost.
I don't even know what that is, but sure.
Like a potato pancake, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty much like that. So it has a familiar like feel to it, or like when I see it, I'm like, oh, I've had this before, which I
Yeah.
probably haven't. Which is why I'm so excited to actually try it because
Mhm.
it might even be the thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Or it might be completely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know like Koreans have like scallion pancakes. That kind of reminds me of that. I know it's like kind of different, but it's similar.
Yeah. It's packed with scallions too, right? It's like a street food in Korea.
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah. But if people want to make it at home, what is a tip that they wouldn't really expect while making them that could save them a couple extra plates?
I think so. The way you make it, you have to mix the semolina with water and milk, like, and make sure to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and then add your veggies. I think that's like a tip that like my mom just told me like growing up. And so like while it's sitting, you can go ahead and like prep your veggies. But I think like letting it sit for a while makes it like thicken up, so it like just makes it better.
It avoids the breaking apart.
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. And what about you, sir? When making Japanese fluffy pancakes, what is a tip that will save our viewers?
Learn how get an automatic whisk to start, and then I guess the biggest tip is watch some videos. Learn it before and don't go straight into it.
The electric whisk for the egg whites.
For the egg whites, yeah, you'll
Okay.
save like an hour.
Yeah, we even brought out a drill at one point.
Oh yeah,
That insert clip here, because that was crazy.
it did not work. I wish it did. It would have been so much easier with a drill.
What's important is you tried.
Exactly.
All right, Shrivon, tell us about your pumpkin spice pancakes.
Okay. Well, last time, as you guys might remember, I was bragging very hard, and I challenged not just one, not just two, not even three, all of Charlotte to a pancake off. And for a second, I'm gonna zip it. You two, look at those pancakes, and you tell me, do they live up to the hype?
I would say they're pretty golden
They
and
look
pretty
really
fluffy.
good. Yeah.
There you go. Charlotte, what's up? Come at me, okay? Let me break it down. Pumpkin spice pancakes, name trademarked by Vrinda. Cinnamon, crusties, pancake flour. So I cheated a little bit, to be honest, because I'm not gonna do the full like eggs. I didn't want to get eggs involved. So I just used the pancake flour. A little bit of milk, honey. I use this. Did you guys see that honey, by the way? It's
Mhm.
like this organic, the flour
Oh yeah.
honey. So you'll taste it and whisk it, get the right consistency, fry it up. Now here's the secret. That golden brown that you mentioned, ghee and coconut oil.
Can we talk about what the ghee was in?
Oh,
we
yeah.
can.
The the jar of what was it?
Pickles, dill pickles. All right. Shout out to my mom. She wanted to give me a bunch of ghee. That's all she had. So she said, you know what? Boom. There you go. And I carry it around with me. I treasure it because the 50-50 combo of ghee and coconut oil will give you the perfect crust, like a crispy little crust outside. And I think they came out well. We're not going to talk about the one that was janky to the max, not even any shape. But you always fuck up your first ones, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what were your challenges? Did you face
My
any?
challenges.
Or was this a perfect smooth process?
The two that are here, perfect. No challenges. 10 out of 10. The first one, however, my biggest challenge, and I think we talked about this last time too, was timing and how impatient that I can get.
Mm.
And Rinda even warned me against it, telling me just hang on a minute, let it do its thing. And that was on the money because as I was getting used to the heat, we were cooking in Roshan's new place.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
But as we were getting used to the heat, I would start charring it and flipping it way too early and flinging pancake batter all over Roshan's very nice kitchen. So I think that was my biggest challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting used to the
Just
heat.
timing it right.
And being patient.
Nice.
So I have a question for you because
Yes, sir.
these are your famous pancakes,
World
right?
famous.
World famous pancakes.
Intergalactic.
What's your thought on gas versus electric for pancakes?
Oh,
Because that's a big thing when it comes to cooking, right? For some
It
people, it's
is.
like day or night.
yeah. I grew up on like the coil stoves because we've lived
Oh.
in apartments all our lives. But so I'm used to the electric coils, but I know, especially in India, right? They're the gas stoves that
Mhm.
have a very even heat. So I think I prefer gas, especially like if I can actually afford to live in a place that has a gas connection,
Mm-hmm.
then gas all the way.
So is this the world famous, or
Yeah.
is the world famous the gas one? That's the real question.
Oh, that's to come. That's to come. The gas one, that's gonna go intergalactic, I think. But life.
Also, do you want to talk about your little secret ingredient you put in there? The pumpkin spice?
Oh, right. The actual pumpkin spice behind the pumpkin spice pancakes. Thank you. They're these little chips. Have you guys been to Michael's, the
Mhm.
craft store?
Yeah.
They have these little meltable, like they're essentially tempered chocolate, but you can get like different flavored ones and different colored ones. And in reality, you're only really supposed to use them for like dipping cake pops and stuff. And once you dip it, it'll harden into a shell. But I just smashed it up with my little pickle jar and put it in the batter in order to make it. What are those cakes? The chocolate cakes?
The molten
Cake
lava
pops?
cakes?
Oh.
Yeah, the molten lava cakes.
Yeah.
So it's like when you cut into that section of the pancake, you'll get a little like melting.
Chocolate oozing out.
Yeah.
Nice.
but that's the secret ingredient.
All right, guys. So should we try the food?
Is it time?
I think it's time.
Should we go to our table?
We should go through the
Let's
table.
go to our table. I guess one thing we can talk about is the fact that of all three of them, our two have eggs in it. And so that presents a challenge for someone that doesn't eat eggs on a vegan diet. What would you say is a good substitute that people can use instead of like crusties or just straight up egg?
Yeah, so in terms of crusties, there's a lot of pancake mixes out there that don't use egg. So definitely you can check that out. And they don't have dairy either, I think. So good for like vegan friendly. In terms of egg replacements, for baking, there's this powder that you can get, and you can put it into your cakes and your muffins, whatever you want. And it like you mix it with water, and it becomes like kind of gelatinous in a way. And so that makes it like the consistency of an egg. So you can just put that into whatever you're making, and it just fluffs it up like an egg would. And then another egg replacement is the Just Egg bottle. It's like a bottle with like yellow liquid, and that's good for like making like omelets and things like that, or like scrambled eggs. So just a few replacements that I've learned over the years.
Hell yeah. But should we start off with yours?
Go for it.
All right.
You guys can grab this plate.
All right.
Here we go. Damn, I feel a little self-conscious eating on camera. All right, Roshan, dig in.
All right.
I'll run commentary over top.
Oh, you will? All right.
Actually, you should dig in. I'll run commentary.
Okay, here we go. Rinda, tell
I'll
us
wait for
about
you.
this.
All right, they're about to take their first bite. This is the big moment, guys. It's a little cold now, but
It is a little cold,
nevertheless.
but
Okay, that is fire.
that is fire.
Yay.
I love that. Cilantro.
So, like, this
Beautiful.
is, like, the thing I was talking about. It tastes just like it.
Mm.
It's just, like, such a familiar piece of food.
No, that's good to hear. I love foods that, like, remind you of home or, like, reminisce, you know?
And this is something that I used to grow up with too.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously called uthapam that Rinda was talking about earlier, but I've never had it with tomato and onion in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of cilantro and, of course, the chilies. They were all over it. And every time, and I was snacking on one of these downstairs every time.
Yeah,
she
this
turned
guy
around.
cheated.
Yeah, this was supposed to be his first taste test, but
I mean, this is my first taste test on camera, okay? And as far as you guys are concerned, this is 10 out of 10, whether on camera or not. So, you know. But every time I snuck a little piece of it, especially like fresh off.
yeah,
the
it's
stove.
better when it's warm.
Oh man, that scared the life out of me. But every time I tried it, it would remind me of home. So I would get yelled at and get exactly that scared
Oh, really?
every time. But I think you did
Nice.
a really good job. With
Yeah,
this.
Thank
it's really
you.
good.
I love this.
It's
Glad
not
you guys liked it.
Yeah, it's not too spicy.
Yeah.
I know you added Thai chili peppers,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not too spicy. It has a good, like, spice amount to it.
Mhm.
Like, I can eat this now. I can eat this literally any single time.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, nice.
Yeah.
It'd be
Okay.
nice. I can take this anywhere and I'd eat it. So
Right.
I like it.
Do you usually have it spicier than this when you were a kid?
No, because usually for breakfast, you know, you don't want to eat like too much spice.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of
Okay.
green chili.
I like it.
Yeah.
Give it a rating out of 10.
Better be a 10.
Oh, I'm gonna say it's a
Okay.
8.5.
That's solid.
Okay.
I will take that.
I'll give it a 9 because of the nostalgia factor.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. I do like a little bit spicier, like not just like finely minced chilies, but like whole.
Whole.
Like
Mm-hmm.
chunks of it. Just so like, because when I was a kid, I would like eat the bits that weren't spicy. And
Mhm.
whenever my brother was around, I'd be like, yo, here, try some. And give him the like spicy stuff. So solid 9 out of 10. Nostalgia factor out of this world. when it was hot, like fresh off,
Mhm.
crispy downstairs, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Like
With the
does not
butter
go
on
wrong.
it.
But
Always
you have
hits.
to rate yours.
Rate mine.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I mean, just purely because it's cold, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. But that's just me, like being really harsh on whatever I make. Like if
But if it was warm, so
it was
don't.
warm.
Yeah, don't keep the coldness in mind because I mean it took some time to get up. And
Yeah.
it's the first time we did this, so we don't know the best way to do it.
Mhm.
So regardless of the cold, what's your rating for yourself?
I'd say a good 7.5.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. The chili just hit.
Courtesy of
Back of the throat.
Roshan.
I'm gonna upgrade that to a 9.5. I'm
Okay.
gonna upgrade that
I
to
was
a
trying to
9.5.
look for the chilies. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, okay.
Alright.
Tell us again what this is called and where people might be able to find a recipe.
So I guess you can just look up a semolina uttapam. That should do it. But we call it pura. I don't even know how to spell that. That's what we Punjabis call it. But yeah.
And are we gonna be releasing maybe a recipe on our Instagram or TikTok?
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
There you go.
Go follow us. You'll see all of
If you
this
want the
and-
inside scoop, the recipes.
and bloopers.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay.
All
Let's
right.
move on to
Moving on.
Oh no.
the
Is it
best-
mine now?
So Roshan's fluffy pancakes. So
Oh.
I won't be able to eat these, but I'll be chilling here.
Okay.
And visually, I'll rate them at the end.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so this
Here
is
we
going to
go.
be interesting because I usually when I cook stuff, I will taste it.
Mhm.
But for some reason, I did not taste this. So I don't know how it tastes. So we're both going to try it.
Yeah.
And we're both going to see how it is firsthand.
And
But-
it can be hard with pancakes because, I mean, for the same reason that you can't eat it, it has egg in it. So when, when you're going to taste it, you're playing with your life. So
Oh,
it's
no.
best to just cook one, try it, season it, but under season, try one,
Ah,
and
okay.
then season it up. What do you guys think? Or
Yeah.
you can try it with salmonella, but I wouldn't recommend it. All right, you start us off. You start us off
All right.
because I want to see the creator's reaction. You know?
The creators, yes.
Yeah. And I've not cheated with these, or well, that's not true, is it?
He cheated on the really bad one.
He's tried all of these before we did the
But
taste test.
he tried the one that he was like, it tastes like there's not cooked eggs in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's his experience with it. So I don't think I'm getting high hopes here, but I'm gonna add some
Okay.
some Kirkland. What's this called? Syrup?
You
Maple syrup. Kirkland maple syrup.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna dip it in.
Visually,
I gotta try without.
Okay.
visually, I give it a 8 out of 10.
Visually, an 8 out of 10. I agree. Got that golden brown.
Take a little piece.
Here we go. Take a little piece. Here we go. All right. Smell fantastic. I think it's like pancakey, cinnamony.
All right.
magic. Okay. It's not as sweet.
Yeah.
You didn't put syrup on it. It's not supposed to be
True.
sweet without the
But
syrup.
the batter isn't sweet
Did
at
you
all.
add sugar into the
No,
batter?
I think I forgot that part.
No, you typically don't add sugar though.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Uh,
I always add something sweet in my. Another secret recipe in my the ingredient was the
your
honey.
pancakes aren't secret anymore. You're giving all your
Yeah.
secrets away.
No, 'cause you need these mitts to make them. Don't try it.
Mm.
Best in Charlotte, always.
I would
No.
say try it with the syrup. See,
Try with the syrup. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Creator.
we gotta try it with the syrup.
Lord
and
Creator.
a little strawberry on the side.
A little strawberry. See, one of the things that you mentioned was you need to learn plating. And you let us know in the comments if this is not the best damn plating for pancakes you've ever seen.
Hey,
This
I
is
had to,
fire.
I had to like show up something because I cannot make pancakes, right? So
Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
because of the plating, I bumped my rating up to a 9.
A 9.
I forgot about the plating before.
Okay.
Oh, good thing you can't taste it.
You eat with your eyes first, though.
Exactly.
So,
True.
what is your mind palette eating right now? Looking at these.
I just imagine like this place called Snooze Eatery in Charlotte. They have really good brunch and like huge pancakes, and that's what it reminds me of visually. So, in my mind, they're really good.
Yeah. And Snooze has like big, flatter pancakes.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Okay,
Here we
with the syrup and the strawberry,
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Okay. Out of 10, though. Or do you need another
six? No, I don't. I would say six, maybe
6?
five. I think 5. I'll give it like 50%.
Okay. Here we go. I'm the easiest to please out of the three of you. So let's see what we're dealing with here. The creator gave it a 6. Make a little
Sandwich.
pancake sandwich. Here we go. Okay. Strawberry already a market improvement. Shout out to Kirkland syrup. That's actually really good syrup.
Yeah.
But no, with the syrup, I think it balances out really well. And you used coconut oil, right?
Yeah.
To fry these up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
You
can taste it.
definitely taste it, especially highlighted by a little bit of the sugar from the syrup. What do you think? Any final thoughts that you've noticed as we slice and dice into it?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough. And what
My
was your-
visual rating stands at a 9.
9.
I'll take that.
Sir, rating out of 10. You're the creator.
I already said 5.
5? Okay.
5, but with the strawberry and syrup, 6.
5. Okay. I think 6 without and 7 with all the accoutrements.
Okay, I'll take
All
that.
the additions.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was setting up this stuff here, I
Okay.
took like a little piece off just to try it.
So everyone's tried everything except for me.
And
Okay.
I did not. I was like, it's not cooked. But I actually, now that I'm tasting it, I think the part that was not cooked, I took off.
Yeah.
So I saved you.
Okay, thank you,
And my
thank you.
stomach has been hurting from it. But after that, I think it's okay. It's a good pancake to get at late night diners. That's
Yeah.
what I would say. It's not anything fancy, but it's a pancake.
All right.
Now we gotta try the famous ones.
All right.
Pressure's
Pumpkin
on.
spice.
Dang.
Visually-
they're not hot though. Let me.
okay.
They're not crispity crunchity.
Wanna
Fresh
take
off the
your
stove.
Fork.
Oh yeah.
So for Shrivans,
sir.
visually, I would give it also a 9. It just looks perfectly golden brown, like the most golden pancakes I've ever seen. So, are you gonna put the syrup on it, or are you gonna go for it without it?
Sir, this is all you. You gotta start us off here.
Oh no, creator goes first.
Creator goes first. Damn.
Creator goes first.
Forgot about that rule, huh?
Pressure.
All right, here we go.
So I'm gonna say the same thing. Like the look of these pancakes, the browning. I'm not a pancake guy. I said that kind of late. Yeah, I'm not a pancake guy at all. But these look good. I can tell the pumpkin too. Ooh.
Is he
Mm.
biased or is this reality?
Mm.
Roshan will.
You didn't even
Test it
put any
out.
syrup on it, did you?
Yo, I'm raw dogging this pancake and it's amazing. It is.
All right, let's try
it's the
this.
best in the land.
Okay, question of the century though.
Question of the century.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Waffles.
Pancakes. I can't do it.
Mm.
Nah, because
So-
I've had too many of those like toaster Eggo waffles,
Mhm.
and they kind of put me off of waffles forever.
Okay, but an actual like homemade like waffle though.
My pancakes. God.
Biased.
Here we go.
All right, Roshan.
Yo, he's blown away.
Wow. Okay, yeah. You're taking the Pancake King crown right now.
Isaac, all right, a friend of ours. He keeps challenging me every chance he gets. All right, the showdown's coming, and you tell me.
See, the thing is, I didn't even put syrup on there.
Yeah.
And without syrup, it was so good. I'm going to give you a 9. I would give you a 10.
Okay.
The reason I'm not giving you a 10
Yeah.
is because the plate was kind of empty.
Oh, the
On presentation.
plating.
You eat with your eyes first. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, but taste wise, 10. Plating wise,
Yeah.
5. But plating doesn't do too much to me. It's just pancakes, right?
Yeah.
If the syrup was on, it would be more.
Try it with the syrup.
Question of the hour. Do you want to try with syrup?
I do want to try it with
Let's do
syrup.
it.
Let's
do
go.
it.
So this is your syrup. What type
Yes,
of
sir.
syrup is this?
Maple Grove Farms. It's a little pricey, but I don't really have pancakes that often
Mhm.
because it takes forever, as these two saw when I was downstairs. It's a very involved process, and so I just got the slightly more expensive one, and it is 100% pure maple syrup. And you guys know how maple syrup can be different, like grades depending on the color.
Mhm.
I think the one that I got was something called like deep amber or something.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be more like earthy.
Yeah, I just bought one today that was like a dark, robust Vermont maple syrup or something.
Damn, okay.
Something crazy. I don't know. We'll see
Yeah.
how it tastes, but that one looks pretty good.
How did it compare to what you usually have?
It just has more of like a smoky taste or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And you used to use the Pearl Milling Company maple syrup?
No. I used to use like Aunt Jemima.
Oh,
Aunt
okay.
Jemima's.
Yo,
Okay.
it slaps. And it's not real,
I mean,
but it
to
slaps.
be fair, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And that syrup is really good.
Thank
And with the pancake, you're going to 9.2.
yeah.
9.2. You guys heard it here.
You hear that, Isaac? Huh? I know you're watching this. Shaking. Oh, I mean, do I need to say it? 10 out of 10, right? All around.
If you guys haven't noticed yet, that's Trevon's like famous like saying. He always says 10 out of 10 at the end of everything. So
Yeah. But this though,
it's like actual
actually,
real deal.
Seriously.
100%,
For real.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, how did you guys feel about our breakfast episode?
Yeah, let us know. We're always looking to hear about what you like, but more importantly, where you think we might be able to improve. Of course, this was our first one cooking. How do you guys feel about that?
Feels good. I mean, I
Yeah.
think all the dishes came out great. We were able to learn some things. So overall,
Yeah.
1,000 out of 10.
Yeah.
Hell
I think we started off pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
out of everything we did, we cooked and we set up everything nicely. There was some hiccups.
Yeah.
But I think the next one is going to be another banger coming your way.
Yeah. And of
Yep.
course, as you're watching this, you're seeing the B-roll of us actually going through the kitchen, working together for the first time. So I think there was a lot of getting used to being in each other's spaces, especially while cooking, right? Because that's new for me.
Oh, yeah, same here.
Same.
Yeah. We were sous chefs for each other. For a minute. But yeah. Thank you for joining us again. All these are available to kind of look through, make your own changes. Let us know what changes you make. And thank you for sharing 3 meals with us. Before you go, we want to also introduce our next one. We did breakfast, most important meal of the day. We tried things that we grew up with, things that we've always made, things that we've never made. However, next episode, Rinda and I feel bad that we gave Roshan the impossible task. So in the next episode, we're going to tackle the next part of everyone's day, lunch. Specifically, we're going to be making fried rice. However, Rinda, would you like to tell us the big twist?
Yes. So the big twist is that we're all going to make it here and then we're going to taste it blindfolded. So none of us are going to know who made what, and we're just going to be a blind test and see whoever made the best fried rice.
And the great equalizer, Roshan, the big ingredient in egg fried rice.
Is egg. And you
Yes,
can't
sir.
use egg.
Right.
So we will not be making fried rice with egg. And that's a handicap to Savon and I, right?
A little bit. That's all I've ever really cooked with. But if you were listening carefully, Rinda recommended multiple egg substitutes. So for the first time ever, Roshan and I are going to be cooking. Roshan gets the double challenge.
I know.
But we're going to be cooking with a vegan egg substitute. No one's going to be allowed to taste their food. We're going to have a fourth person tasting for us and telling us roughly, how to season it and what might be missing. But by the time we are with you sharing our meals, we're not have we're not going to be testing, tasting, none of it. So we're going to be experiencing vegan fried rice for the first time, blind taste test, and mine's going to be the best, of course.
That's a lie.
Nope.
Blind or not. All right, I said what I said. So join us next time. Follow us on all of the socials to keep us updated. Rinda's going to be talking to y'all every time we have an update. And we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.